Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to my channel. I'm just going to share some journals that I want to sell. So I'm going to just do a quick flip through. This one is a hardcover, pockets. I didn't overdo this because I wanted this to be something that you can dress up, but it's got some gorgeous prints in it, just gorgeous. It's a 12 signature journal, so you can do heaps with this one. This tucks in all of it. So I'm just flickering through quickly through it to show you what's in it. Some of my tea dyeing effects. So there's a lot of writing space in this one. That's one of those tucks for up the top. So that can be laced up here. You can do all sorts of things to this journal. Another where you can tuck in. I don't remember how many pages I did, but this has got end pages. So you've got end pages in this one. It's 12 signature. It's a fox cover made from scratch with a painted spine with, see that's one. There's this one. So please just ask for the prices. There's lots of tucks, little flips, lots of sewing, little booklets. Paper baggies, another one of those half pages. So just ask for pricing and they will be given. I'll put my email address on the bottom so you can email me for which journal you're interested in. This one's got a boho bead that I made. It's book 2. Book 3. It's a big journal. This one's a real chunky one. Got lots of tags. This is on my YouTube if you want to look at it properly. And this is done with avocado tea dye pages. Like I said, I'm just flickering through them so that you can see what's in the journals. It's Bohemian. A little tuck there with a booklet. My half page. An envelope that flicks out that way. Like I said, I'm flickering through quickly so you can see what's available in my sewing groups. And it's Junk Journal Love Sewing Group, and the other one is Junk Journal Love Promo Group, Junk Journal Sales Worldwide. This one, I really love this one. This has had a lot of work done to it. This is an Amity Bloom style journal. And it's gorgeous, it really is. Little Paddy with vintage doily. Opens up to that. That's the front of the cover, but technically that's the front of the cover. I haven't tied it off. This has got lots of textured pastes and whatnot in it, sewing galore. See the texture. So it's based on Amity Bloom Teachable one. I actually did her teachables using fabric flip-ups, like I said, textiles. I did this quite a time ago. It's very hard showcasing your work on Etsy because it's not like you can link your YouTube. Well, I have got a link there, but I don't think you're able to go on it as easily as you should be able to. And textured paste. Another flip up, it's vintage. This one's more about fabrics, textures, sewing. You got these in your centre, some flowers. It's really lovely. There's that No Amity Bloom. That's a vintage envelope, and that's clipped on with a nice bit of boho. It's a pocket, journaling card, laced again, another pocket there, another flip out of fabrics. This is a gorgeous journal. It really is. Vintage envelope. Oh no, it's actually a vintage letter. With no writing. I just like how that paper turned out. And all it is just mucking around with paper in general. When I'm in the mood. Cover again. That's using Artie Mays. Again, you've got a pocket in there. Then you've got your layering. Again, you've got layers with a tuck. Gessoed. I think there's a tuck in there. Yep, there is. And then layers of fabric, a lovely pocket there, and that's the back of the journal. A Happy Place journal. I thought this turned out cute too. Using my tea dyeing method. Flick up. And you've got a flip up tabby that goes over the page. No, actually this is being flipped on. This is a clip, paper clip. An envelope I decorated. A think, hang on a minute. It's an envelope. I did an envelope, and I think it's got letters. I don't know. I'll have a look. No, it's a pad envelope. Look at this. So you got a pad, and you got a baggie inside it to store. So lots of little different things in this one. I try to experiment with most of my journals. Beautiful textured page. You got to see what you're buying. It's hard to see it when it's on Etsy. Vintage atlas page. Another envelope. A big tag. Another tuck. It really is a cute journal. Another paddy. It's clipped on. It's a clip one. Let me tuck there, flip out. Another tuck. And this is fabric and vintage wallpaper. So that's Happy Place. I'm trying to get through them quickly. Here's another one. This is made out of envelope cover. Again, it's got a tuck in there. Tuck in there. I've left room here in these ones for you to move in. Tuck in there. And decorate the envelope. I left this so that you can work on this one. Burnt page, doily. And in this way, you can do your own ephemera. There's some ephemera in this one, but I didn't do it. And did some layers. As you know, I'm into all sorts of layering techniques. Oops. They stick as they go in the cupboard, and I leave them there, and I don't check them out for ages. But there's my rough textured pages, lace pages, tucks. So this is just ready for you to buy and start decorating. I've done some layering work, tucks. Even I forget the work I do. Just because they're not fully decorated doesn't mean that these journals don't pack a punch. Because they really do. That must be a double page. There's a pocket there. So there's that one. That needs ribbon. Is a gypsy one. I like this one. Well, it's not gypsy, it's the beach. And scrappy pads. Lots of fibres used. I'm really flickering through fast. It's just to show you what I did. Tuck there. And again, you know, there's lots of room to move in this one. You can decorate to your heart's content. Do your own thing. but specifically they've been made for writing or for decorating yourself. There's all sorts of coloured papers. There's a centre, using an old doily for a pocket. So if they've been decorated, it's just a matter of you doing what you want with them when you get them. That old doily again, with a paddy. Just the things you can do with this journal. It's not funny. It's just, I like leaving room for the buyer to do things with certain journals. It's a piece of fabric with a paddy. And there's all sorts of ephemera in there and an envelope. So these are ones that you can do what you like with. This is a wax paper cover. Because I thought I'd go through them quickly. Again, just using techniques that I do for my journals, using whatever papers I have to make them look interesting. You can see the lace work in the pages. The pages have been worked in that self. It does take a lot of time. A bookmark tuck. A tuck. So I've left you room to do what you like in these journals. They're just sitting there, and I really need to sell some instead of leaving them sitting there doing nothing. Tags. And they're just I kept them simple. So, like I said, it gives you room to do what you will with them. There's the centre. So there's plenty of pages to decorate. Those tucks, they can be all decorated. So I can complete them, and I've got journals that are actually fully complete. But I just believe in this instance to leave a journal as is, and then that way you get to do what you will with it. Envelope. Again, all sorts of textured pages with fabrics hanging out. Because some journals are meant for writing. So I try to do that as well as allow you room to grow the journal. And you could grow this journal as chunky as the third journal I showed you. A beautiful tag. And that's a tuck. So I made that as a tuck. And I think you tuck this way. I'm not sure. Or is it? Yeah, it's a tuck. So there's that one. And this goes like this. Here's another one. This is the white journal. I really like this one. Vintage wallpaper. It opens in a flip out. Tucks in there. This is a cute journal. There's some pages there to add to it if you want to add more to it. I've never made a white journal till I made this one, but I quite like it. White actually looks really good. Like I said, these journals are ready for you to complete in whichever way form you want. Wallpaper tuck. And a lot of these, I normally leave tucks. And I don't know if I have here. No, I haven't. But I've got lace tucks there. Tucks there. There's a boho bead I made. And I've also, these come with that kit. So whatever was with the kit I used, I put in there. But this is, again, ready for you to do what you will with. It's got a lot of pages. So I'm just flipping through quickly just to show you what I've done. Again, that flicks out that way. And it's got a pad sewn in, a pocket there. And this is the, it's got a pocket at the back. And this is the vintage white journal. I think it's quite elegant. Like I said, I've never done white journal till I did this one. The birds in the bloom. This goes like this and tucks in there. This journal's quite cute. It's got a lot of bohemian stuff from Sheila from Boho. It's got laces. It's got a lot of sewing. Lots of sewing. This one's a completed journal. It's got vintage lace for you. Tabs. Like I said, this is just very vintage looking. So this is birds, ponies and blooms. But look at the sewing, tucks. Doily, a Jacinta with some boho. It's like a fabric, but I like it there. The birds, bees and ponies. And tucks, sewn, lots of sewing. I use the part of the envelope for your tucks. Like I said, simple, but an elegant vintage journal. Like I said, with lots of sewing. So just email me on gj.marshall@hotmail.com for whatever book you're interested in. It's got a doily for the backing and nice vintage, actually bohemian textile for your wrap. This is one of the bigger journals. It's got the crossover spine. I've got lots of journals for sale, and the thing is, I don't put them up, and that's the problem. I don't advertise much, so I thought I'd think that a beautiful pocket that stands out from the book. This journal packs a punch. It really does. Again, there's sewing, there's textured pages, hand-painted pages. So this journal I did a lot of work too. This is just an envelope. I actually use that as a template, so it shouldn't even be in there. There's an envelope. This is gorgeous, this journal. Made some clips. You can see the artwork, the details to the pages. Tabbies. The pages are gorgeous. Tucks. Everything's been lined and decorated. This book does pack a punch. This should be on my YouTube somewhere as well. And then there's envelopes throughout. Lots of room to tuck in. Clips to hold your ephemera. Again, layered tags. The pages are gorgeous. It's got charms. Hand painted. I don't do a lot of hand painting, but when I do it. Another flip up. This you just unravel. Oops. And there's your envelope. Oops. Lots of interesting things done to this journal. It's a paddy. Is it? No, it's a tag. Another tab. Charm. This has got black lace throughout. Another envelope. I won't open them all because I'll be here all night and it takes forever to upload. I just want to show you all the interests in the pages. So it's just not your simple journal. This did take a while to do. This is a 12 signature. But it's gorgeous. It really is. Another envelope. And you've got room to do your own thing. Again, artwork. Charms. Another envelope. Like I said, I'm flickering through it really fast because you don't want to be here forever watching me showcasing everything. Well, I have to because you can't see all the pictures clearly on my Etsy, and I hardly use my Etsy. I use the selling group to sell my journals because I can add an Etsy, I can sell that a little bit cheaper. This is a real gorgeous journal. There's an envelope with a big tag that I made with lots of layers. This is, so you can use this so you can write in between the pages, and here's my, the back of the journal. This is gorgeous. There's this one. This is gorgeous. This is just done out of lace. It's beloved. Flipper. Some I remember the name, some I don't. There's a tuck. Again, with this one, I left it so that you can do more to it. Library pocket with a library card, bookmark, I should say. It is a really gorgeous journal. It's got a lot of vintage lace and layers. An envelope for the centre of your journal. With a clip, is it? Yeah, it's a clip with laces. Bit of fabric. From Sheila from Boho Daydreams. Again, So this has got textiles. Another clip. Another tuck with the doily. And that's been layered on. Gorgeous envelope. This is a gorgeous journal. It's so laced up. Another bookmark with a layered tag, and you've got your tag in there. It's all layered with lace. As you noticed, when I journal books, I do them every which way. I just don't do the same thing twice. I try to be different in all my journal needs. Really love that. So you really need to see them to know what they look like. And that's the back of the journal. So there's that one. There's this one. It's got a nice bead. This one's Jane's Garden. And I loved it because I used all sorts of artists in this one. But it is Jane's Garden. It's got my Echo Dyed pages, vintage ephemera, Paddy, tucks, homemade paper. So this one's Jane's Garden. I hope you can see it clearly. But I love it. That's a flip out. And it flips out that way. And there's a lot of detail in it. A lot of detail. It is truly a gorgeous journal. I try to be different with all my journals. So this is a completed journal. And various tucks. This is Jane's Garden. A Paddy. Three-tiered pockets with vintage ladies. Some are decorated. Echo Dyed pages. And this must be the back, which it is. Now with the back, what I've done is got big tucks and then big tag in there. And that's that journal. And I really like it because it's the way it turned out. It's so different. And the beautiful lady in the front really makes this journal. You seen this on my YouTube the other day. This is for sale too. So if you want to see them clearly, you'll find them on YouTube. This is the ephemera journal. And it's chock full of ephemera. All prices will be quoted with delivery. Just love how it turned out. So no 1-2 journals are the same. They're always different. Vintage doily. And it's got a little paddy at the back. Layered tag. And the back's got that. And again, this has got a Boho Daydreams ephemera. It's got a bead that I made. And the next one's the Mushroom Journal. There's heaps more on Etsy, but I just thought I'd show you some of my work. These are some of the recent ones. Some are a year old. This is gorgeous. This would be, this is the Mushroom Kit by Artie Mays, so you'll find it on there if you want to have a look. I think it's sold, but I'm not sure. But I just thought I'd show you anyway, because this is very vintage, very grunge. I did another grunge journal. I don't know what I did with it. I should show you that one. But this is gorgeous. Like I said, there's an extensive video on this journal on my YouTube. There's one more I want to show. This is a Nicholas Booksmith one. And this one is Jekyll and Hyde. I keep forgetting about this one. And again, there's lots you can do to this one. The pages have been left so it's a real vintagey look. So this is Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. I'm just going through it real quickly, but you can see the staining of the pages. I did have the other one, but I don't know what I did with it. So this is Dr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde. I will see if I can see the other one on the bench. And there's this one. I completed this the other day, and this is very grungy. It's got lots of ephemera. You'll see this on my YouTube as well. I love how it turned out. It's so grungy. When I get time, I'll put the rest of them up. I keep forgetting to. Just not enough hours in the day, and it just makes it hard. But I really love this, and this is a TLC kit, but the pages are gorgeous. Lots of ephemera, and it's all layered. But again, it's got a signature, a loose signature to write in. This one's gorgeous. But like I said, all these are on my YouTube. A lot of them are. It's just a matter of finding them. And this clips on like so. And there's those. So thanks for watching, everyone. And you'll see this video on the selling groups. Thank you. Bye for now.